Are you concerned about your skin and trying various DIYs and home remedies to get a clear skin? This video is for you. In this section we are talking about how to use oils for your face, in your cosmetics and in soap making from the perspective of Ayurveda. So in talks with Dr. Rupali, please watch. This is a highly informational and intense session. Make sure that you take notes, subscribe to our channel, and in case you watch this video till the end, I'm going to give you a special gift. Let's check out the video and I'll get back to you. So Dr. Rupali is an Ayurveda practitioner. She is a BAMS, she is an MBA, and she's been practicing um, cosmetology, Ayurveda and Panchakarma for around 10 years, 10 years of Ayurveda and Panchakarma and 5 years into cosmetology. So she has, a combination effect of, say, knowledge of both the worlds here. And I have specially requested Dr. Rupali to give us information of oils as per the text in Ayurveda. So as per my understanding and what she has shared is olive oil, though it is very commonly used in soap making, it doesn't have much reference in the books.
Yes, hello all. Uh, I think in chat section everyone said me hello.
Yes, everyone is telling
Okay,
Dr.
okay, okay.
Rupali, welcome, welcome, welcome. So
Yes.
everyone is ready. So please start when you're comfortable.
Yes. So actually, you all know much more about oils. I think more than me, because you are new to the oils and you are new to all the things when you started cosmetology, and so you are more eager to know everything about the oils. But I just want to give some little Ayurveda shade to your knowledge about oils. Okay, so we will start with the. Can I share my screen now?
Yes, please.
So we'll start now. Uh, we are now discussing only about the career oils. About when we are thinking about oils, two oils must two or three oils must come in our mind, that career oils, essential oils, and fragrance oils. So today we are only career oils. Okay. So when we start about career oils, you must know the difference about career oils and essential oils. You must know it. I think you know it, but we will go through it so that we will get clear. Okay, career oils are obtained from plant and animal origin. Essential oils are obtained from plant origin, as of my know. Okay, then they are used. Career oils are used as a carrier, as an agent to travel your essentials, your active ingredients into the skin or wherever you are applying it. Okay, then essential oils must be used with some carrier, as oils or gels or creams like that. Okay, then these are unscented or lightly scented. Some are highly scented. Some have much distinct odor that we cannot take it. But essential oils are highly scented, because that are, you know about that session have already completed. Okay, then these are cost effective. Essential oils are with high cost. Some of career oils are costly actually, but we can continue with the career oils which are of less cost, or which we can procure from our India itself, and we can give the business to the persons, to the people who are residing in our India, and who are cultivating the crops which gives that career oils. Okay, so we will emphasize more on that career oils which are cultivated in India mostly. Okay, then these are available easily. Cold pressed you may find very little rare, but if you search for that, you may find that also, because many people are curious about the cold pressed oil about for the eating purpose also. So you will find it easily. easily. But many oils, when you take it cold pressed without refining, without what we can say filtering, that may get rancid with the time. So आपको देखना पड़ेगा कि कौन सा ऑयल आपको कोल्ड प्रेस लेना है, कौन सा रिफाइंड लेना है, कौन सा फिल्टर्ड लेना है. Okay, that is another topic, that is not my topic. Okay, some oils have contains allergens because these are not essential oils, these are carrier oils, not strong oils. But then also some oils have some allergens which may cause severe effect. About Ayurveda, many people have actually one misunderstanding is there, that Ayurveda herbs have do not have any side effect. I want to clear that once with every one of you, that the herb or anything which have the effect, that must have some side effect. So if you are thinking that licorice have effect, the what we can say aloe vera have effect, they must have some side effects also. So you must use them according to the good knowledge, or according to theories which are mentioned in on Google, you can say, or about Ayurveda. Everything is good, or everything is completely mentioned in our granthas only. Okay, you cannot search on Google for the complete information. uh, okay, then it is easily available, but essential oils you have to search for them, you have to see for reactions or sensitive skin. Okay, that is a different topic. Essential oil is not today's topic. Okay, we will go further. uh, Now when we are talking about career oils in terms of Ayurveda, then you must talk in terms of Ayurveda. Okay, so in Ayurveda, oils or these elements which are emollient to your body are said as sneha. Sneha we say it. Okay, so why it is said as sneha? Because sneha means, in normal terms, when you see, sneha is the binding element. When you are attached to any person, where or you are attached to your family because of this स्नेह ओनली. ओके, सो अगर आप में अच्छा स्नेह है तो आप अच्छे से बाइंड रहोगे, आपकी फैमिली अच्छे से बाइंड रहेगी. और वन ऑफ द ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल में अगर जैसे कोई ग्रुप है, जैसे कोई व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप है, वो अच्छे से बाइंड है बिकॉज ऑफ दैट ओनली कि आप में स्नेह है. तो इसी तरीके से कैसे है, आयुर्वेदा में ऐसे कंसेप्ट नाम ऐसे दिए गए हैं जो आपको नॉर्मल रूटीन में भी यूज करते हैं आप. ओके, सो स्नेह मीन्स that elements which binds together, which binds anything together. Okay, in body, what we can say about sneha? Sneha binds the organs, sneha binds the connective tissues. Now what are connective tissues? Connective tissues are our blood, our bones, our lymphatic system. These all are connective tissues. These are connecting our body each other to each other, binding our body to each other. And these connective tissues must be healthy, and the health of these connective tissues depends totally on the sneha. And nowadays sneha consumption totally decreased from everyone's meal, I think. No one is consuming ghee in their diet. So that is the reason, because of that only you are आप आर्थराइटिस जैसे बीमारियों के शिकार हो रहे हो जल्दी, 40s में ही आपको आर्थराइटिस होने लगता है. उसका रीजन यही है कि आपने स्नेह को निकाल दिया है अपने डाइट से, तो उसको ऐड करना जरूरी है. तो ये मैं आपको क्यों बता रही हूँ, आपका कोई टॉपिक नहीं है ऑर्गन्स एंड ऑल, बिकॉज यू आर डीलिंग विद द स्किन. एंड आई वांट टू से यू दैट skin is the largest organ of our body. Okay, and some are doctors here, but many of you are non-medical persons, and then also you are dealing with the skin of the people. And when you are dealing with this largest organ of the body of any person, then you must be careful of what you are using in your cosmetic formulas. Okay, so that you are prepare you will prepare good quality of product for people. Okay, and next, what is saying that sneha is a reason for physical and mental well-being of human body. Why it is saying? because for arthritis just I have said, and again mental well-being. अगर आप दिन भर घूम के आ जाते हो, बहुत सारा घूम लेते हो, बाहर आउटिंग को जाते हो और घर में आते हो, उसके बाद आप सिर्फ थोड़ा सा ऑयल अपने सर में लगाते हो और फिर उसके बाद एक डीप ब्रीथ लेते हो, तो उसके बाद आपको कैसे फील होता है? इट इज द स्टेट ऑफ मेंटल वेलबींग. Okay, so sneha is only responsible for that. Okay, so it is equals to affection, love towards each other. It binds skin tissues together. Now you're getting the point what I'm saying about sneha. Okay. One thing is there, Sneha Saro Ayam Hi Purushaha. This term is given in our granthas that our sharir, our human body is made up of Sneha Sar. ओके, स्नेह का सारभूत अपना शरीर होता है. तो अगर ये सारभूत होता है, तो अगर इसमें हम स्नेह ही नहीं डालेंगे तो फिर ये शरीर मेंटेन रहेगा क्या? ये सोचने वाली बात है. तो इसलिए इंटरनली ही नहीं, अभी हम जो देखेंगे वो एक्सटर्नल एप्लीकेशंस के लिए देख रहे हैं. तो इसलिए सिर्फ इंटरनली ही नहीं, एक्सटर्नल एप्लीकेशंस के लिए भी हमें स्नेह बहुत जरूरी है. ओके, so we'll continue. Types of sneha. You all know that you are thinking about career oils means I will be discussing only about oils. But one thing I want to clear you that sneha means not only oil. Sneha contains ghrita, tela, vasa and majja. Now vasa and majja, about vasa and majja, sorry. Uh, in the ancient era, you will, if you will see, history says that ancient people use vasa, means fat of pig, I think. They use with the ash, and that combination they use for the cleaning of the clothes or cleaning of the anything like that. Means it is the cleansing, it is of cleansing property. Oil and ash together. Ash may be alkaline property. Alkaline, likewise, we use NaOH or KOH in our formula with the oil. That property ash may contain, and ash and fat combination they use as a cleansing material. Many companies also use fat in their formulas, only they do not mention them because why they use it, because it is very nourishing, it gives very oily structure to your skin, it binds your skin molecules well, so they use for the result purpose. But now when we are talking about the people like us, when which who prepares the cosmetics for the purpose of our family or for the purpose of our nearly people, then we can concentrate on only two, that is grit and tel, ghee and oil. Now I don't think that many people use grit in their formula, but I will suggest to use it because it has some different properties than oil. We will go through it later. Okay. Then we will be going through all the snehas according to Rasa Guna Virya Vipak Prabhav Desh Dosh. These are many things which we have to consider uh, when we are dealing with the properties of sneha according to Ayurveda. But these are new to you, and this is not possible to mention to cover this all in half or 1 hour of this. So we will go only through the guna, virya and prabhav of dravya, because ras is the context that जब हम कोई भी चीज खाते हैं तो हमारे टंग को जो फील होता है वो होता है रस. देन विपाक इज द थिंग जो आपको डाइजेशन के बाद दिखता है, डाइजेशन के बाद जो रस तैयार होता है वो विपाक होता है. देश दोष ये सब बहुत सारे वास्ट हो जाएगा ये सब, तो हम जो कॉन्सेंट्रेट करेंगे वो सिर्फ गुण, वीर्य एंड प्रभाव. यानी गुण यानी प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ ऑयल्स क्या है, और वीर्य यानी उसका वो शीत है या उष्ण है, यानी वो हॉट है या कोल्ड है, नेचर ऑफ दैट हर्ब or nature of that herb from which we are procuring oil. And prabhav means various oils are there which have different guna, different virya, and they uh, वो अलग रिएक्ट करते हैं, जैसे उनका गुण और वीर्य मैच नहीं करता है उनके बिहेवियर से, तो उसको हम बोलते हैं प्रभाव, वो प्रभाव से कार्य करता है। तो ऐसे भी कुछ हर्ब्स है, तो हम ये तीनों के थ्रू हम स्टडी करेंगे ऑयल्स का। ओके, सो इन आयुर्वेदा अगर हम स्किन क्वालिटी को इम्प्रूव करना चाहते हैं तो उसके तीन ये व्हाट वी कैन से बेसिक वेज है जिसके थ्रू हम स्किन को इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं। इम्प्रूव स्किन टोन एंड ग्लो। अगर हमको स्किन टोन एंड ग्लो को इम्प्रूव करना है तो हमको न्यूट्रिशन देना पड़ेगा। ओके, एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ टॉक्सिन्स। अगर स्किन पे टॉक्सिन्स है, ऑलरेडी स्किन पे टॉक्सिन्स प्रेजेंट है, तो वहां पे अगर आप न्यूट्रिशन दोगे तो उसका कोई प्रभाव ही नहीं होगा। उसको पहले आपको टॉक्सिन्स को रिमूव करना पड़ेगा। सो वहां पे आपको कोल्ड नेचर के ड्रग्स हर्ब्स इस्तेमाल करने पड़ेंगे। Like we give different face packs. They are of mostly cold nature, and they uh, used to absorb the toxins from the skin. Okay, then you can add some nutritious drugs also in that face pack, so that the some herbs absorbs toxin and some herbs give nutrition. Then third one is improve blood flow. What happens, many a times there is obstruction in the blood flow, obstruction in the blood flow of your skin. So at that time, whatever nutrition you are taking from your mouth, whatever nutrition you are taking from outside as a face pack or as a scrub, as a cream, that cannot be absorbed in your skin because of that obstruction. So at that time, to improve the blood flow, you have to remove that obstruction. At that time, you have to use herbs which are hot in nature. So we prefer to give uh, oils for the massage purpose when we give face pack with it, because oil, what oil does, oil means processed oil we give actually. Ayurveda processed oils, what they does, they improve the blood flow, they remove the obstructions in the pathway of the skin. And then in the next day morning when we apply face pack, then that face pack will absorb the toxins and improves the skin tone and glow. Okay, that is the working style of the Ayurveda, or that is working style of the drugs we use according to Ayurveda. So when you give only oil for application, that doesn't work. You have to give next day some things like that to remove toxins and to give skin tone and glow. Okay, so then that is also out of our topic, so we will not go deep in it. Ways to improve hair quality. When you want to improve the hair quality, you have to improve the flow of nutrition to the scalp. So you have to use the emollient herbs, emollient herbal oils, or herbs which from which we can procure the oils which are emollient in nature. Like you can say sesame oil, coconut oil, these are emollient in nature that you can give to your scalp. Okay, then remove obstruction in the pathway, as said earlier, from as I said earlier about the skin, it is also same in the scalp region also. You have to remove the obstruction first, then you have to give nutrition to the hairs. Okay, so I think you are getting my point. If you have any problem, you
This
can
is actually
start.
very interesting. Guys, did you understand that? What I understood that first is you need to use different herbs with different nature for different purposes. So you need to, if I see here for removal of toxins, we are using cold herbs and the hot in nature herbs. So removal of toxins is also one of the important things, and there are too many aspects to consider when we are choosing herbs. In terms of even oils, you need to have choose ingredients where there is difference in the behavior of oils as well, right?
Yes.
So, guys, I hope you have taken this point.
Okay, so now this is our topic today, insight of career oils actually. So we will go to it. Actually मुझे ये सब जो पहले का जो बेस मैंने बताया वो बताना important था, क्योंकि उसकी वजह से ही आप अभी ये सब समझ पाओगे. Okay, so first is ghee. Okay, so Grit, we use in our एक्चुअली आयुर्वेदा में 8 प्रकार के मिल्क बताया है, 8 प्रकार के घी बताया है, उनका यूज कहाँ पे होता है वो भी बताया हुआ है, यानी 8 प्रकार के प्राणियों से प्रोक्योर करने के लिए बोला है और थेरेपेटिक के लिए बोला है। लेकिन जब हम कॉस्मेटिक पर्पस से बोलते हैं तो मेनली काऊ एंड बफेलो मिल्क और उससे निकला हुआ घी हम ज्यादा ध्यान में रखेंगे। ओके, सो काऊ मिल्क, काऊ घी अगर आप लेते हो तो वो हॉट नेचर का रहेगा, अगर बफेलो घी लेते हैं तो वो कोल्ड नेचर का रहेगा। व्हाई आई एम सेइंग दिस, बिकॉज इफ यू आर एडिंग buffalo ghee in your cream, then it may cause obstruction in the pores of skin. It will surely cause the obstruction, so you must keep in mind that you have to use cow ghee. Okay, both the ghees are heavy, emollient and yogavahi. These active principles are nothing but guna of that herb from which we are procuring carrier oil. And nature means virya means uh, that herbs sheath or ushnata means uh, hot or coldness. Okay, so active principles are heavy, emollient and yogavahi. Heavy is okay, you know, heavy is, it is heavy to absorb by the skin, so your skin must be toxin free when you are applying ghee. Your skin must be free of any toxin, free of any dust, like that. So at that time only you can apply ghee directly. First thing, ghee is heavy and uh, we do not refer anything heavy above the shoulder level because it is the place of kapha. So at this kapha place, we do not recommend to apply any heavy element. Okay, so with the heavy, if hotness is there, then it will be okay because heavy रहेगा लेकिन वो हॉट रहेगा तो वो एब्जॉर्प्शन के लिए, पेनिट्रेशन के लिए इजी जाएगा. Okay, then Yogavahi. Yogavahi is the term which is new to you. Yogavahi वो होता है जो दूसरों की क्वालिटीज को रन करता है लेकिन अपनी खुद की क्वालिटीज को भी छोड़ता नहीं है. जैसे आप अगर घी इस्तेमाल कर रहे हो कोई क्रीम फार्मूला में या कोई सोप फार्मूला में और उसके साथ कोई इसेंशियल ऑयल ऐड कर रहे हो, तो हो सकता है कोई ऑयल क्या करे, खुद की प्रॉपर्टीज छोड़ दे और सिर्फ इसेंशियल ऑयल की प्रॉपर्टीज कैरी करे. लेकिन घी के बारे में वैसा होता नहीं है. घी योगवाही होता है, वो खुद की क्वालिटीज को भी साथ में लेके जाता है. जैसे ये व्हाट इट डज में जो क्वालिटीज दी है, हीट रिलेटेड डिसऑर्डर्स, रिड्यूस बर्निंग सेंसेशन, कर्ट्स, टॉक्सिसिटी स्पेशली फॉर सेंसिटिव स्किन, स्किन टोन और कलर को इम्प्रूव करना, ये क्वालिटीज भी घी अपने साथ लेता है. उसमें आप कुछ भी ऐड करो, उसका क्रीम बनाओ, उसमें उसको आप डायरेक्ट एप्लीकेशन के लिए भी दे सकते हो, तो फिर उस जगह पे वो खुद की क्वालिटीज को भी लेके जाएगा. ये जो राइट साइड में दिया हुआ है वो रिकमेंडेशन है, सो दैट what place, in what cosmetic preparations you can use it. Okay, that are only for the reference. You can use it widely actually, or you can use one of them also. Okay, the next is sesame oil. Sesame oil is the second next oil which we Ayurveda people prefer. Actually, many cosmetologists, non-medical cosmetologists says that it is heavy and it can it is heavy and so it can cause the obstruction in the pathway, and so we cannot use it. But no, sesame oil is hot, heavy and emollient, but it is hot in nature and it is deep acting, deep penetrating. Means when you are applying it, it will be heavy, it will be more emollient, means स्निग्ध, बहुत ज्यादा स्निग्ध रहेगा, हेवी रहेगा, लेकिन इसकी डीप एक्टिंग, एक्टिव प्रिंसिपल्स के कारण ये डीप में जाएगा और वहां पे काम करेगा. तो इसलिए हम मोस्ट ऑफ द आयुर्वेदा प्रैक्टिशनर सीसम ऑयल ज्यादा यूज करते हैं क्योंकि ये बेस्ट ऑयल है. इसको तिल तिल नाम से, तिल तेल यानी सीसम ऑयल, तो तेल जो शब्द आया है वो तिल से आया हुआ है. तिल यानी उसका तेल जब निकालते हैं तो इसलिए फिर सारे इसको तेल बोलते हैं. पीनट का भी निकालोगे तो उसको भी, ग्राउंडनट ऑयल को हम क्या बोलेंगे, शेंगदाने का, शेंगा का तेल। तो तेल जो टर्म है ये निकाली ही है तिल से, तो इतना ये तिल तेल जो है, सीसम ऑयल है, ये ग्रेट है for the purpose of skin. Okay, we do not recommend it for the internal purpose, internal use. For some therapeutic use it is okay, but we do not recommend it. But we recommend for the purpose of external application. It is best oil for the external application. And you have to use it in your soap preparation actually, because it is cost effective. You can procure it from your Indian farmers, and you can take the sesame also, ready sesame you can take, and you can make the cold pressed oil from it, and use it in your formulas. Okay, so sesame oil is too much preferable. I used to prepare it in many formulas. Okay, it is best for pain relieving, binding टिश्यूज को बाइंड करता है। तो हमको अगर स्किन को इवन टोन देना है, स्किन को अगर हमको एक जैसा बनाना है, तो वहां पे हमको टिश्यूज को बाइंडिंग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। जब टिश्यूज बाइंड रहेंगे तो फिर वहां पे फ्रेकल्स नहीं दिखेंगे, वहां पे रिंकल्स नहीं आएंगे, है ना। इसलिए टिश्यूज को बाइंडिंग में रखने के लिए सिसम ऑयल बेस्ट है। इफ यू डोंट वांट टू यूज इट इन योर क्रीम्स और इन द सोप्स, इन द formula of soaps, you can apply it directly as a massage oil. So we prefer it in many oils, like Nalap Pamaradi, Kumkumadi, or Dviharidradi, Anisha nahi. Like many hair oils, we prefer sesame oils because of that property, that it is best oil. Okay, so why I'm saying you do not use in creams and soap, because many of the cosmetologists have uh, उनको ये तकरार होती है उनकी कि वो रैंसिडिटी क्रिएट करता है, इट विल गिव रैंसिड स्मेल आफ्टर सम टाइम, सो यू कैन यूज इट डायरेक्टली for the massage purpose. Okay, then third one is flaxseed oil. Flaxseed oil is zavas tel. It is hot in nature, it is heavy, emollient and slippery, very much heavy, emollient and slippery. It is also hot in nature. You can use it like sesame oil. You will say like sesame oil it has property, so we can use it like that. No, you cannot use it like that, because it is very hot. It is that much hot that it can aggravate the doshas, so you cannot use it directly. As I said, sesame oil is recommended for the external purpose. Flaxseed oil is recommended for the internal purpose. If you use it internally for the internal for the food purpose, you can get a uh, very much benefits from it. Okay, so you can use it in the season of cold. Hmm? You cannot use it in the summers. Okay, then yes, some people make gel and massage oil out of this for the hair purpose. Then at that time it works as I said, na, this improves blood flow. It improves blood flow. Herbs used which are hot in nature. So flaxseed gel can be used to improve the blood flow. Okay. Then I will not recommend it in soaps, CP soaps. Okay. Then safflower oil, kardai ka tel, safflower oil. Okay. Nowadays, safflower oil is also in high demand for the purpose of cosmetic preparation, as it have many benefits. So it is hot in nature, it is heavy, emollient, stimulates collagen production, improves elasticity of skin. These 2 points are too much attractive for the cosmetic industry, that it stimulates collagen production and improves elasticity of skin. But third point is most important, it aggravates cough and pitta. So when you use this safflower oil for the person who is already suffering from any skin disease, or already suffering from any cough or pitta disorders like eczema or itching disorders, then at that time that safflower oil will surely give the reaction on his or her skin, and at that time it will be not recommended. So be conscious to use this oil in your CP soaps. Okay, then sunflower oil. Sunflower oil is hot in nature, light, emollient. Yes, safflower oil, you can use it in mild quantity like 2%, 5%. That will be okay. If you want to get the stimulate collagen production and elasticity of skin improvement, you want to add, you can add it in mild quantity, but not in leave-on product. You can use it in wash-off product. Okay. Then sunflower oil. Sunflower oil is easy to obtain, cost-effective, and it is light. It is very important thing that it is light, it is not heavy, it is light, so it is easily absorbed. So it should be used in much amount in your preparations, because in your preparations means you can use it in your soaps, I think, because this oil doesn't have much potency like sesame oil. So sunflower oil you can use in soaps like in wash off products. Okay, so it is hot, it is light and emollient, then it is it moisturizes skin, fights acne, anti-aging properties it have. It is non-comedogenic because it is, as it is light na, it absorbs quickly and it does not obstruct any skin tissues or and the nutrition to skin tissues. So it does not produce any comedogens on your skin, so it is non-comedogenic. Okay, then stimulate hair growth. It is good for hairs also, it stimulates hair growth. But if you are comparing coconut oil with the sunflower oil, then I will say coconut oil will be good. But if anyone having obstructive disorders like um, flaky dandruff, then at that point you can use sunflower oil for the massage purpose, that is as it is light in nature na, then it will help for the hair growth and not clog the pores of the scalp. Okay, then
So,
black.
Dr. Rupali, one query that I had at this point in time, because I think it's important for everyone to understand,
Yes,
sunflower and safflower oil both are widely available
yes.
in both cold pressed and refined form. Okay, so now we understand that safflower oil is not recommended in huge quantities, and sunflower is also available. So, only for these two oils, would you recommend a refined or cold pressed?
Yes, refined oil will be more good, because for filtered or for the cold pressed oil, na, they do not remove the allergens, or they do not remove in the refining process also, but the allergic contents may get lower down after refining. So you can use a safflower and sunflower oil refined actually. Do not use it cold pressed. Sunflower oil, at one point you can use cold press, but safflower oil do not use it at all.
So safflower oil always has to be refined.
Refined.
Guys, please do note that safflower oil is high in natural allergens. The plant itself has natural allergens, and that is the reason that cold pressed oils for safflower you use oil, please make sure you study about natural allergens of each oil to make sure that you're not reacting. That is the reason some oils you are best refined and some unrefined. Maybe we will plan another session next week for the same.
Hmm.
Now, I think that is clear. Please do make notes. These are important points, and that is the reason these oils have been mentioned in today's session.
Hmm.
So, thank you so much, Dr. Rupali. We can continue with the next one.
Yes, yes. Safflower oil, actually, I do not recommend at all. In our Ayurveda, na, most of the people in our new generation have Pitta Prakruti because of the outdoor food, and they used to eat outdoor food, and outdoor food has many masala ingredients in it to make the taste, to enhance the taste. So many of the generation, many of these people's generation have pitta prakriti or have pitta improved in their prakriti. So when you use safflower oil for them, na, they will surely give you some reactions. We do not recommend for to eat kardai sabji, kardai, you know, kardai bhaji, green vegetable it is. So we do not recommend to eat also for the pitta prakriti people. Okay, so be careful about it. Then black seed oil is kalonji का तेल भी use होता है बहुत मात्रा में. So it is hot in nature, it is light, dry and intense penetrating. So it is a important noting point. Um, अब तक जो आपने देखा वो सारे इमोलिएंट है, बट दिस कलौंजी का जो तेल है वो ड्राई है, इंटेंस पेनिट्रेटिंग है, ड्राई है। तो ये क्या करेगा, ये आपके शरीर का ऑयल भी एब्जॉर्ब कर सकता है। ओके, सो बी केयरफुल when you use it ना, you must be careful that it can intensely penetrate and it can absorb your natural oils from your body also. So we use it in eczema, acne, psoriasis actually, because some pathology is there in which is the term in Ayurveda. Clay the term used for the toxins which are like mud. Okay, so to absorb the that mud, we used it intense penetrating things for the treatment of eczema, acne, psoriasis. So also I recommend this oil you have to use in minimum quantities in your preparations. Okay, then peanut oil. Please note whatever oil that you have freely you can freely use in your CP soaps and you cannot use. Like up till now you have seen safflower oil, flaxseed oil, and black seed oil. These oils are not much recommended for the CP preparations. Okay, then peanut oil, shengdana. Shengdana oil, you can use it for the direct massage also, because it is heavy, emollient, and hot in nature. It has properties likewise of sesame oil, only it is not deep acting. It acts at the local level, it acts at the surface level. It treats chapped lips, insomnia, dry feet, and rough skin. It is heavy and emollient, but more emollient. It is as much more emollient that it can treat dry feet, and when you apply oil on your feet, then it can treat your hair fall, premature hair fall. You don't have to apply it on your hair, you can apply, but application of this oil on the scalp, we recommend it under the supervision of doctors, because it can clog the pores. So you can only say that you can apply it on the palm of your feet, lower surface of your feet, so that it can absorb from there and it can nourish to your hairs. Okay, it will surely give the results for with regular application. Hmm. Then it can be used in soaps, liquid soaps, massage oil, like that. Okay, if you are getting any query, you can add it in question and answer session. I will surely answer. Okay, then next is almond oil. Almond oil is costly, but used by many cosmetic preparation, used in many cosmetic preparations, only due to its name and fame. Okay, but uh, I can say that this skin rejuvenation and energy to the skin cells, this property can be given with the help of ghee also. If you are using deshi cow ghee, na, then that ghee also give the same properties like of almond oil. If you are not willing to purchase almond oil high with for high cost, then you can go for gruth. Processed gruth I will prefer, not only gruth. Okay, then but if you are okay with the almond oil, with its cost, and you are purchasing people uh, find easy to pay for it, then you can use almond oil also, because almond oil has heavy emollient active principles in it, and hot in nature. So as it is heavy, it doesn't matter, it is hot in nature, it will easily absorb in your body. Anti-itching property it has, a skin rejuvenating it is antiseptic, it energizes skin cells को energize करता है, rejuvenate करने का काम करता है. तो almond oil you can use in cream, soaps, then body lotions, butters, conditioners, you can use it all over. Okay, then cottonseed oil. Cottonseed oil is one of the oil which is of low cost, and you can use it in your soap preparation. You can use it, there is no any mm, ओके, हाँ, सो आप इसको यूज कर सकते हैं इजीली, क्योंकि इसके जो गुण है वो बहुत अच्छे हैं. इट सूट्स फॉर सीपी सोप्स एंड कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव भी है. ये माइल्डली हॉट होता है, इसलिए आप इसको माइल्डली हॉट होके भी ये हेवी और इमोलिएंट होने की वजह से आप इसको हीट रिपेलेंट करके समर में भी यूज कर सकते हो। ये वुंड हीलिंग के लिए मदद करता है। गुड फॉर बर्न इंजुरीज, मीन्स इफ यू वांट टू मेक द सोप इन cost effective form and want to give to someone who cannot afford to buy from you at the higher cost, then you can use it. Cottonseed oil you can use for this purpose. What it does में जो दिया हुआ है, that is the purpose which can be solved with the use of cottonseed oil. Okay, it is not recommended for the direct application, and we do not recommend it for the internal consumption also, because it lead to male infertility after some days. So cottonseed oil is not recommended for the internal use. Then coconut oil is the most uh, lovable oil for all, most recommended oil for all. It is good for outer application, good for internal consumption, also good for the use in every cosmetic preparation. This is the most preferred oil actually. Then it is cold in nature. uh, this is a point you must have to remember, that this is cold in nature. So when anyone having scalp with the itchy scalp with the flex means mm, flex, you all know flex, I think. So if anyone having scalp flaky scalp, then at that point, if you use the coconut oil, plain coconut oil, then it will surely increase that flakiness, because of its cold nature. As it is heavy also, it is emollient also, and it is cold, it is not hot at all. So it will not easily absorb in your body. It will only absorb if it is accompanied with the hot elements, hot herbs with it. Then only it will react with your body in good way. You have to process it, coconut oil, to with some of the herbs which can which can be having the properties of to absorb the toxins, to remove the obstruction. Then only coconut oil will be helpful and will give good for hair, skin tissues. And now this good for hairs जो point है, इसको आप ध्यान में रखिए कि ये गुड फॉर हेयर्स है कोल्ड होने की वजह से भी और हेवी होने की वजह से भी। अभी मैंने बोला था कि हेड का जो पार्ट है वहां पे हम कोल्ड नेचर के हर्ब्स जो है वो रिकमेंड नहीं करते हैं। फिर ये तो कोल्ड है, लेकिन ये तो वाइडली यूज होता है हेयर्स के लिए, तो फिर कैसे? तो एक्चुअली क्या है, ये प्रभाव से कार्य करता है। जैसे मैंने बोला ना कि गुण, वीर्य और प्रभाव हम देखेंगे, तो प्रभाव यानी कुछ कुछ ड्रग्स का ऐसा प्रभाव होता है जो जिसके गुण अलग जाते हैं, उनका एक्टिव प्रिंसिपल अलग जाता है, नेचर अलग जाता है, लेकिन वो अलग ही रिएक्ट करते हैं। ऐसा ये है कोकोनट ऑयल। कुछ पांचभौतिक चिकित्सा जो एक हमारे यहाँ पे बताई है, उसके हिसाब से कैसा है, जो पिंडी वो ब्रह्मांडी, मीन्स जो बाहर होता है, जो नेचर में होता है वही शरीर में होता है, या जो शरीर में होता है वही हमको बाहर देखने को मिलता है। उसी हिसाब से जो आप नारियल का झाड़ देखते हो, तो नारियल जो लगते हैं वो शूट शूट पार्ट पे लगते हैं, सबसे ऊपर लगते हैं। तो वो अपने शरीर के सबसे ऊपर के पार्ट पे ज्यादा अच्छे से काम करेगा, और इसीलिए वो हेयर्स पे ज्यादा काम करता है। दिस इज नॉट द रीजन एक्चुअली, बट it can be said according to that panchabhotik knowledge. Okay, then you must know that coconut oil good for hair due to not due to its properties, due to its प्रभाव से कार्य होता है। बहुत से द्रव्य ऐसे हैं आयुर्वेदा में जो प्रभाव से कार्य करते हैं, और लोग उसको चमत्कार कहते हैं कि चमत्कारिक ड्रग्स है, आयुर्वेद में बहुत चमत्कार होते हैं। दैट इज नॉट चमत्कार एट ऑल, वो उनके प्रभाव होते हैं। ओके, जैसे भृंगराज माका हो गया, माका आपको पता है सबको। माका जो है वो बहुत ही ज्यादा हॉट है, वो पित्तकारक, उसके आप गुण देखेंगे ना, तो वो सारे पित्तकारक है, पित्त को बढ़ाने वाले हैं, लेकिन फिर भी वो पित्त का शमन करके हेयर्स को ग्रोथ करता है। क्यों? क्योंकि वो प्रभाव है उसका, उसको उसको कोई भी रीजन नहीं है, वो उसका प्रभाव है, बस प्रभाव है। ठीक है, तो ये आप याद रखो कि कुछ ऐसे ड्रग्स होते हैं जिनके नेचर एंड एक्टिव प्रिंसिपल्स उनके कार्य को मैच नहीं करते हैं। ठीक है, देन कैस्टर ऑयल, you can widely use coconut oil in your CP soaps. Okay, then castor oil also you can use it. You have to use it in minimum quantity as it gives some lumpy nature to your soap. It will give like that. So you have to use it in minimum quantity for to gain their properties. You want the properties of castor oil, but you do not want to give the lumpy nature to your soap. You have to add it in minimum quantity. It is also hot in nature. It is heavy, emollient, intense, penetrating, viscous, and sharp. Now these are properties which are different than many oils. Because we use castor oil in the therapeutic way, uh, for the internal consumption also we use it in wide form. uh, okay, that is not for you, but for the external purpose also it is very much emollient than other oils, and it is intense penetrating. It is heavy, but it is intense penetrating. It is hot, but it is intense penetrating, means it can remove obstruction very easily. It can remove obstruction. You must have to take in your mind that it is intense penetrating means it is heavy emollient, but then also it can go inside your skin tissues and it can act deep within your tissues. Okay, it is viscous means you all know that it is much viscous. It is sharp. Why it is sharp? Likewise, the knife, it can go inside the root tissues, so it is given as sharp. So these properties of castor oil make it different from other oils. It is anti-inflammatory, removes toxins and relieves pain, good in cracked hills. You can use it in your crack hill formulas. You can use it in your chapped lips formulas, or you can use it in the uh, wrinkle skin soaps. When you are preparing soaps for the purpose to stop the wrinkles, or to treat the um, uneven skin, then at that point you can use castor oil. Okay, then rice bran oil also, as like cottonseed oil, rice bran oil you can use widely because it is cost effective, but the qualities are different. Cottonseed oil is mildly hot, rice bran oil is cold in nature. Okay, it is emollient, less emollient it is, so you can use it for the oily skin purpose. When you are preparing the soap for oily skin, you can use rice bran oil in wide quantity. Okay, it is less emollient. This is the character which you have seen first time when you are going through all oils. Okay, so this must be taken in mind. Okay, it is useful in cell rejuvenation. It is anti-inflammatory, means it also have the properties like combination of almond oil and castor oil, cell rejuvenation and anti-inflammatory. So rice bran oil is also very useful, but again it is the thing that it is less potent. Castor oil's anti-inflammatory property is high potent than this oil. Cotton sorry Almond oil skin rejuvenation is more potent than this rice bran oil. But you can make soap out of this for the oily skin for Gariboka soap. Okay, you can easily use it. Then Nilgiri oil, neem oil, and Karan's oil, I have added it on the request of Akshadaji, but we do not recommend it without the consultation of doctors, because these oils are oils which have much allergens added in them. Uh, you can see when you plug the raw content of these herbs, you can smell it from the outside also. About currants seeds are there, karanji they are. Neem oil, when you see the neem seeds, or nilgiri oil, you can smell it from the leaves also. So these are the contents which are very much effective. These are potent drugs and must be used in minimum quantities. You can use it in drops, like essential oils you can use it. Okay, so Nilgiri oil is hot in nature. It is light, emollient. It is light, so it is used in the massage oil, mixing with massage oil. It can be used as for the pain killing. So it is. I'm saying it is therapeutic purpose. It has antiseptic property. It aggravates mood and offensive odor killing. Means एक्चुअली ये ऑफेंसिव ऑर्डर को किल करने के लिए यूज हो सकता है। तो अगर किसी को अंडर आर्म्स में बहुत ज्यादा ऑफेंसिव ऑर्डर आता है, स्वेटिंग बहुत है, तो उस जगह पे आप नीलगिरी ऑयल का कुछ ड्रॉप्स आप अपने सोप में ऐड कर सकते हो, बट कैन नॉट बी रिकमेंडेड फॉर द लीव ऑन पर्पज because it is therapeutic use only. The neem oil also you can add 1 or 2 drops, but about neem oil you must have to know that it is cold in nature. It is not at all hot. It is cold in nature. It is light and dry. Means when you apply it on your skin, then you must remember that ये जो है ये शीत है, तो आपके स्किन को ड्राई करेगा ही। जो भी शीत होता है वो ड्राई करता है। यस, इट एब्जॉर्ब टॉक्सिन को एब्जॉर्ब करेगा क्योंकि ये कोल्ड है, बट ये ड्राई होने की वजह से स्किन को ड्राई करेगा। मीन्स आप इसको बहुत ज्यादा मात्रा में नहीं यूज कर सकते क्योंकि टॉक्सिन को रिमूव करने की झंझट में आप स्किन को ड्राई बना रहे हो। इसलिए हम डैंड्रफ में भी अगर स्काल्प के लिए हेयर्स को स्काल्प के लिए अप्लाई करने के लिए बोलते हैं, तो इसको हम ऐड करते हैं इन सम ऑफ द करियर ऑयल्स। इन हमारे हमारे जो प्रोसेस्ड हेयर ऑयल्स होते हैं उसमें हम कुछ मात्रा में नीम ऑयल ऐड करके देते हैं। उसको अगर डायरेक्ट एप्लीकेशन के लिए देना है तो विदाउट डॉक्टर्स प्रिस्क्रिप्शन मत दो, क्योंकि इसमें एलर्जेंस बहुत है। इट कैन ड्राई आउट योर स्किन, इट कैन एनहांस द ड्राई फ्लेक्स प्रिपरेशन ऑन द स्काल्प। सो नीम ऑयल आल्सो यूज इट विद द केयर। ये वुंड हीलिंग में और क्लीनिंग में काम करता है। वुंड जो व्रण होता है ना, व्रण की चिकित्सा करते वक्त, वुंड की चिकित्सा करते वक्त हम इसको ज्यादा यूज करते हैं, लेकिन वुंड पूरा हिल होने के बाद कभी इसको यूज नहीं करते। मीन्स हम यहाँ पे पैथोलॉजी को हिल करने के लिए यूज कर रहे हैं, नॉट फॉर द नॉर्मल स्किन। ओके, it is heat repellent. As it is cold, na, it is heat repellent. Then Karan's oil. Karan's oil also, it is therapeutic. It is hot in nature, light and intense penetrating. It is light, intense penetrating. So you must keep in mind that Karan's oil absorbs easily. If when you apply small quantity, then also it will intense penetrate in your skin and it absorbs quickly, and it can produce side effects also. But its effects you must be keep in mind. It has some effects like antiseptic property, anti-itching property, wound cleaning, healing, and painkiller. You can go for the antiseptic property in your soaps, but again this is very important. You have to add it in very minimum quantity because it is hot in nature, it is light and intense penetrating. Okay, now I'm saying that you cannot use it, it is for therapeutic use, it is for therapeutic use. Then how can you use it? You can use it like, you can use neem leaves and you can make the decoction, and then you can use it in your soaps. Okay, you can use like that. You can आप दूसरा रास्ता ढूंढ सकते हो उसको यूज करने के लिए, लेकिन डायरेक्ट नीम ऑयल आप मत यूज करो। आई विल नॉट रिकमेंड इट। ओके ओके, थैंक यू।
Thank you, Rupali ji. That was so much of knowledge. We do understand there is so much more to learn, and so much more to understand about each and every herb. That's become very important. So let's take questions. So let's say, Swara, they say we should not use coconut oil in base of cream. Why is that? Because coconut oil is again very rich in lauric acid and not suitable for skin, as doctor has said. It is suitable for your skin, hair. Coconut oil can be very degreasing. That means it is going to absorb all the oils. So not recommended. Okay. I'll take questions, and Dr. Rupali, you can answer. If it is oil basis, neem or karanji oil, how much percentage should we use?
I cannot say the typical percentage for that, but you can add like 1% or 2% for the therapeutic purpose.
Okay.
Up
So,
to 5% you can add. Behind that, you cannot go for adding it.
okay. Shall we add flaxseed oil while we make hair oil?
Flaxseed oil, Zavastel. Yes, you can add it, but as said, it is hot in nature and it aggravates kapha and pitta dosha. And as already I have said that many of the people in surrounding now are pitta prakriti, are of pitta prakriti due to outer बाहर का जो भी मिलता है वो खाने की वजह से चाइनीज खाना बढ़ गया है लोगों में, तो जो भी एलर्जेंस है वो पहले से शरीर में आ गए हैं नॉर्मल पीपल के। और जब भी हम फ्लैक्सीड ऑयल जैसा ऑयल अगर डायरेक्ट एप्लीकेशन के लिए यूज करते हैं तो वहां पे वो रिएक्शन दे सकता है, कफ और पित्त बढ़ा सकता है। तो कफ और पित्त बढ़ेगा तो क्या होगा, तो वहां पे इचिंग होगा, बर्निंग सेंसेशन होगा, रिएक्शन आएगा, रेडिशनेस, रैशेस आ सकते हैं। इसलिए डायरेक्ट एप्लीकेशन के लिए आप मत दो। फ्लैक्सीड का जेल बहुत लोग यूज करते हैं तो वो आप उसके लिए जा सकते हो, वो आप यूज कर सकते हो।
So the conclusion is that whatever oils are very hot in nature, try to use it in the minimum quantity, or try to use that particular herb in a different form.
हाँ,
Okay, rather
yes.
than using the oil, because oils are more potent in nature in the herb. So next question is, can we use neem oil 5% or 10% in our soaps? What is the maximum percentage of neem oil that we can use?
Again, that is the same, that you can use 5% minimum. It is not given anywhere in the text that you can use 5%, but it is given that it must be used in minimum quantity. So how much minimum, that is not said in the granthas, but as per my knowledge, my experience, you can use it as a 5%. Do not go for 10% because it will dry your skin. You can use it for the oily skin people, but again it is deep penetrating and it is cold in nature. So if you are using for oily skin, then you have to observe it continuously, that whatever changes are taken place, and at what point you have to stop using. Okay.
So I hope that answers your question. So with my personal experience, I would like to add that add neem only 1 to 2%, not even five,
Yes.
because
Yes.
it smells a lot and it dries up your skin very much. You can
Hmm.
go for neem, neem decoction or a neem extract
Hmm.
if you find that useful. But neem oil is very potent, very minimum should be enough.
Hmm.
The
Hmm.
next question is very interesting from Pranavi. Will there be same benefits of dried coconut oil and fresh coconut, that is virgin coconut and cold pressed coconut oil, the oil from copra and the oil from coconut flesh? Is there
No,
a
no, no.
difference?
Coconut flesh oil, when you are preparing oil from coconut flesh, na, then that will be more cold. That will be more cold. Means that can be used in the summers. Summers में अगर आप जो गीला नारियल होता है उसमें से निकाला हुआ कोल्ड प्रेस्ड ऑयल अगर आप यूज करते हो तो उसके बेनिफिट्स आपको ज्यादा मिलेंगे। लेकिन अगर आपको कोल्ड में यूज करना है, विंटर्स में यूज करना है, तो खोबरे में से जो निकालते हैं, मशीन प्रेस जो निकालते हैं वो भी ओके है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है।
Okay. Does sesame oil treat pimple and acne?
सिसम ऑयल वो खुद नहीं ट्रीट कर सकता, लेकिन उसमें अगर आप कोई हर्ब्स इन्फ्यूज करते हो, कोई ऐसे हर्ब्स इन्फ्यूज करते हो जो एक्ने को ट्रीट करता है, तो वो ट्रीट कर सकता है। जैसे I have one formula with me. Yes, Nal Pamaradi oil. You all know Nal Pamaradi oil, and this oil is very potent. And you all know that this oil is widely used by cosmetic you cosmetologist, or the people who prepares cosmetics, uh, because it contains the drugs which are very potent and very useful for the purpose of acne or to treat eczema like this, or to give even tone to your skin, but it is prepared in sesame oil, so it can treat the acne when it is infused with or processed with the herbs.
Minimum how much percent of ghee should we add to our recipes? Pranavi, I think you can use your soap calculator or calculation what you are making to understand the saponification value of that and use it. There is no minimum or maximum. Ghee is very safe.
Actually, when you are preparing soap, you must have to remember whatever hardness you want, whatever leather you want, what bubbliness or um, what qualities you want. If you only use grit in your ghee in your preparation, then you will not get that hardness of the soap. So you must adjust the quantities of the oils or grit or that coconut oil for the particular bar, like that which type of bar you want. Okay.
Okay, great. So next question is from Vasundhara. Which sesame oil is preferred, white or black?
Black sesame oil is very useful, but it is somewhat costlier than white sesame oil. So black sesame oil is much good.
Okay. Next question, what does flaxseed mean? Flaxseed means alsi, which we call, you can
Yes,
Google out.
Zavas,
Uh,
alsi.
yeah. So are you saying instead of oil, can we use ghee to make soap? Also, how to suggest chakra soap to customer? How do we ensure our skin is toxin free?
Mm.
Okay, so chakra soaps is something that people put in the mold and then they try to meditate on the soap. So if you are not an expert
Okay,
in
okay,
the
okay.
energy field, I wouldn't
Yes.
recommend it,
Okay.
Shireen. And also, as we said, it is a combination of ghee and other oils that gives you a perfect soap. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Next question is from Ishita. Can we use sesame oil on face even though it is a hot oil? Can we use sesame oil directly on the face?
Yes, yes, you can use it directly on face. But as said, जैसे मैंने पहले ही बताया है, स्क्रीन शेयर में ही बताया है कि जब हम ऑयल यूज करते हैं तो उसमें बहुत से पॉइंट्स का ध्यान रखना पड़ता है। जैसे उसके गुण हो गए, उसके एक्टिव प्रिंसिपल्स हो गए, उसकी प्रॉपर्टीज हो गए, रस, विपाक, वीर्य, देन प्रभाव, देन देश। देश मीन्स वो आप कौन से देश में यूज कर रहे हो। जैसे आप यहाँ पे पूना में यूज कर रहे हो, जैसे मैं पूना में हूँ, पूना में यूज कर रहे हो, बैंगलोर में यूज कर रहे हो, साउथ एरिया में यूज कर रहे हो, कहाँ पे वो ऑयल यूज कर रहे हो वो
The
भी बहुत
environmental factors also
environmental
matters a lot.
factors also matter. Then from which area you have procured that oil, that is also important, because Himalayan drugs are more potent. The coconut oil procured from the south region is more potent, so that is also important. That when you are using it, can you please repeat the question?
No, the question is how can we use sesame oil on
हाँ,
face?
यस यस।
That's all.
सो व्हेन यू आर जब हम बेबी मसाज ऑयल का सोचते हैं, तो विंटर्स एंड रेनी सीजन के लिए हम सिसम ऑयल में उसको प्रोसेसिंग करते हैं, सो दैट उसके फेस को भी हम अप्लाई करते हैं बच्चे को, तो उसको प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा। लेकिन हम जब समर में बेबी मसाज ऑयल बनाते हैं, तो हम वो कोकोनट ऑयल में बनाते हैं। तो ये चेंजेस करने पड़ते हैं मसाज ऑयल बनाते वक्त, कि कौन सा बेस ऑयल कौन सा हम लेते हैं, क्योंकि बेस ऑयल ये भी हमारा एक कॉस्मेटिक है हमारे आयुर्वेद में। सो वो भी हम सोचते हैं। तो सीसम ऑयल यू कैन यूज ऑन फेस, नो प्रॉब्लम अबाउट इट। ओनली द थिंग इज यू हैव टू ऐड सम वर्ण द्रव्य इन इट आल्सो। आल्सो सीसम ऑयल इज इटसेल्फ वर्ण, वो खुद ही वर्ण बढ़ाता है, स्किन का जो टोन है वो बढ़ाता है। इसलिए सीसम ऑयल यू कैन यूज सिंगली आल्सो, बट do consider the season and do consider the environmental conditions also.
Okay. Thank you for that. Next question is for Madhuri. Can sesame oil be used in soap making? If can, how much? So I think I'll answer that. Yes, you can use sesame oil in cold
Yes,
soap
yes.
making. Absolutely. Again, the amount of oil depends upon lot of factors when you make formulations. So next question is black seed oil good for hair fall?
Kalonji ka tel na, yes, it is good for hair fall, but again it must be used in minimum quantity, as I have said that it is hot in nature, it is light, dry, intense, penetrating, so it may dry out your
Scalp.
scalp.
Okay. Safflower, Pradeep, safflower is a type of oil. You can Google out more about it. Now, this question is interesting. What is processed ghee? What is processed ghee?
Yes, processed ghee is 1 second. Yes, processed ghee is nothing but like processed oil you use to prepare hair oil for with the taking base coconut oil. Like that only we take base as a cow ghee. We take ghee cow ghee nowadays because we are not getting deshi cow ghee. So we take a ghee cow ghee as a base, and we make as if any procedure explained in the text, like you can prepare it with the kalka like paste, you can make it with the juice, you can make it with the decoction in different percentages you can prepare. Like this we prepare it like oil only, we process it with herbs.
So
That is only
basically, when
process.
you're using ghee in any other kinds of preparations, you call it processed ghee.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. So I want to add Brahmi, neem, and maca in shampoo bar. How do I add it? Can I boil the leaves and add the concentrate to soap? Please let me know. Amrita, for shampoo bar, again, because it's a wash off product, you don't no need to add too many herbs. You can just go with a small amount of powder or a paste or extract. Yes, you can use leaves. So
Mhm.
next question is, hemp seed oil, can it be used in soaps and creams?
uh, Actually, this is Ayurveda perspective, no? So, do I will not answer it because
Okay.
this oil is not explained in Ayurveda.
Okay, so hemp seed and olive oil are not, there are no references in
No.
Ayurveda text, so we will be skipping that question.
Yes, these are
Um,
exotic oils. Actually, these are not prepared in our India.
India, okay. Can neem oil be used for acne and so yes, Rashmi, you can use as ma'am has said it is drying oil, so you can take care of the amount in which you're using. What would be the minimum usage of oils mentioned to be used in small quantity? When we say small quantity, what does it mean?
About which oil you are asking? Like that?
Generally, whichever oil we say therapeutic grade, and we are saying that,
Uh, the
use in small amount.
I have mentioned in the last column that it is therapeutic use now. That oil you can use maximum up to 5%. But the oils which I have said, that safflower oil, that kalonji oil, black seed oil, that are that are that contains allergens. But I have recommended some recommendations in the right section of the column, that you can use it in soaps, you can use it in the liquid soaps, like that. Now at that place you can use it in 10%, 20%, like that also.
Okay. So we have this question: can we use mahua oil and illipi oil? We have not discussed these oils,
Mhm.
but still, would you like to answer? Can we use mahua oil and illipi oil?
Yes, you can use mahua oil. I can answer about mahua oil. Mahua oil is also a potent drug, but you can use it in as 10 or 20% also. No problem about it.
What is the ideal number of oils used in soaps or cream? Neha, soaps again three to four types of oil minimum, and it depends on the formula that you're making.
देखिए, इसके बारे में मैं ये बताना चाहूंगी कि जब हम कोई भी सोप बनाते हैं तो जो ऑयल्स हमारे होते हैं वो असिस्टिंग होने चाहिए, वो एक दूसरे को मदद करने वाले होने चाहिए। ऐसा नहीं कि हम सिर्फ हार्डनेस के लिए बना रहे हैं या फोम आने के लिए बना रहे हैं तो कोई भी अपोजिट नेचर वाले ऑयल एक साथ यूज करें, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए। असिस्टिंग नेचर वाले ऑयल होने चाहिए। हम किसी पर्पस के लिए बना रहे हैं, जैसे ऑयली स्किन पर्पस के लिए बना रहे हैं, तो वो ऑयली स्किन को ट्रीट करने वाले सारे ऑयल्स होने चाहिए, या कम से कम वो ऑयल्स ऐसे प्रोसेस्ड होना चाहिए कि वो ऑयली स्किन को ट्रीट करें।
Okay, good. Uh, Sirin, we will not be taking questions on chakra soaps because
Hi,
I don't.
about chakra soap, what Akshata ji have explained now,
Uh,
I can say only that you can add some, you have added some positive energy in that now. So when you are using it or when people are using it, then people think that some positive energy is added in that. So their mental condition, mental well-being
so,
increases.
so can we say it's more of a marketing gimmick?
Maybe marketing, but it works actually because
Okay, so this is
positive
marketing
energy.
psychology. Through with
Yes,
marketing
yes,
psychology, we say
psychology.
that you know.
Yes,
you use
psychology
this
of
and you
people.
get positive energy, so people start using it.
Yes.
So this question was actually, can you suggest more about chakra soap since we spoke about pitta dosha? So where as far as I see chakras,
I cannot say
yeah,
about
because
chakra.
your doshas are specific to one person. Okay, now one person might have two or three different chakras, active or not active. So that I don't think we can relate.
I cannot relate with chakra soap, but I can relate pitta dosh with the mental condition and the fragrance, because when we are treating any pitta disease na, then uh, most of the things are recommended which are giving good fragrance to you, because एक मैं आपको शेयर करना चाहूंगी, अगर किसी को पित्त पित्त की बीमारी है, पित्त से रिलेटेड कोई बीमारी है, हाँ ये डायग्नोस करना कठिन है, डॉक्टर ही डायग्नोस कर सकता है, लेकिन नॉर्मली अगर किसी को उष्णता से रिलेटेड कोई हीट रिलेटेड डिसऑर्डर है, तो उसके रूम में अगर आप वाड़ा जो होता है ना, व्हाट वी कैन से, वाड़ा उशीर, उसको क्या बोलते हैं आप?
Vetriver,
हाँ यस,
vertiver, हाँ,
वेटिवेर,
Ushiram, हाँ.
यस उशिरम। वेटिवेर के जो पर्दे मिलते हैं ना, वो पर्दे अगर आप विंडो पे लगा देते हो और उसको इस पे पानी छिड़कते जाते हो, तो उसका जो स्मेल है वो स्मेल भी पित्त पे काम करता है, पित्त का डिसीज जल्दी ट्रीट होता है उससे। तो पित्त से वो ये करता है, रिलेट करता है,
Okay.
फ्रैग्रेंस रिलेट करता है। तो आप जब भी फ्रैग्रेंस यूज करते हो इन योर सोप्स और इन योर क्रीम्स, देन यू मस्ट बी केयरफुल अबाउट पित्त प्रकृति पर्सन, you must be use base note essential oils in pitta prakriti persons.
Okay. So this is another important question. We actually thought we'll discuss about hair oils, but I don't know if we have time. The question is for hair oil preparation, say onion oil, what kind of oils should I use? Cold processed or refined?
Cold process will be zyada useful, because onion itself removes obstruction. It
Uh,
is well known for obstruction removing, so you can use cold pressed also.
which oil is more beneficial for hair oil usage?
See, it depends on you what oil you are using, because what we do now, we use to prepare daily use hair oil. This is daily use hair oil. This you can see it is only prepared in coconut oil. This is daily use hair oil, but it is processed with some herbs which are helpful for the scalp. This is only processed in coconut oil. But if you are seeing this oil, this is once in a week hair oil, means we can use it once in a week. But in this oil, I have added 5 types of oil. That is Jamaican castor oil, almond oil, then sesame oil, coconut oil. Uh, these 5 types of oil I have added in it. Castor oil also I have added in it. It is deep penetrating and sharp in nature, so you can add. But yes, I have added coconut oil and sesame oil in much quantity, in more quantity, because they are easily absorbed in our body. So you can adjust the quantities also, and you can use 3 or 4 oils together, no problem about it.
So since we are discussing about oils, I like to share that Dr. Rupali makes amazing oils, and we like to know a little more about it. And can you share how much time does it take to actually make these oils that you have, the daily use or the weekly use? How much time and process does it take? And
Yes, yes, sure. Actually, a daily use or once in a week or any potent oil, that doesn't matter. Every oil preparation takes 3 to 4 days of time for the preparation. That doesn't mean that we keep it for the whole day boiling on the gas, but you have to keep that oil for 3 to 4 days, so that herbs have to be absorbed in that oil very finely and in good quantities. That is the process. And also ऐसा भी बताया गया है कि कुछ कहा स्टार्टिंग में या एंडिंग में कैसा हीट रखना है, मिडल ऑफ द ऑयल में कैसा हीट रखना है, हीट का जो क्वांटिटी है, कंसंट्रेशन है, वो भी डिफर करता है ऑयल बनाते वक्त।
तो जैसे
उसको
हम नॉर्मल किचन में गैस पे थोड़ा सा ऑयल डाल के उसमें मेथी एंड हाइबिस्कस व्हाटएवर वी बॉयल एंड कुक, जैसे घर पे छोटा सा हमको बनाना है, सो इज दैट द रॉन्ग मेथड? उसमें हर्ब्स के
हाँ, अगर आप डायरेक्ट ऑयल में हर्ब्स डाल के उसको उबाल रहे हो तो वो जल जाएगा, क्योंकि जैसे आप देखते हो कि हम मस्टर्ड डालते हैं ऑयल में, तो वो थोड़ी देर बाद फूटने लगता है, तो वो थोड़ी उसको ऊपर अगर हम ध्यान नहीं देंगे तो वो जल जाता है। मस्टर्ड सिर्फ सिर्फ मस्टर्ड जलता है ऐसे नहीं है, वो मस्टर्ड जो जला हुआ है वो ऑयल को भी स्मेल देता है, ऑयल को भी खुद की प्रॉपर्टीज देता है। तो इसलिए अगर हम डायरेक्ट ऑयल में हर्ब्स डालते हैं तो वो काम नहीं करेगा, क्योंकि उल्टा वो ऑयल को जला देगा। और खरपाक जो होता है यानी जल जाना जो होता है, वो स्किन के लिए हानिकारक है, क्योंकि स्किन जो हमारी है वो बनी हुई है मिल्क के अपर लेयर जो क्रीम होता है ना, यानी अपने हमारे मम्मी के पेट में जब बच्चा होता है तो मम्मी का जो आहार रस होता है, मदर का जो आहार रस होता है, वो आहार रस के अपर लेयर से स्किन बनती है बच्चे की। तो अपर लेयर ही अगर ऐसा हम उसको अगर हम खरब पाक देंगे यानी फूटा हुआ खराब हुआ तेल अगर हम देंगे तो वो स्किन अच्छे से फॉर्म नहीं होगी। इसलिए वी डू नॉट रिकमेंड एडिंग एनी हर्ब्स डायरेक्टली इन ऑयल एंड बॉइलिंग इट।
So फिर ये जो भी oils हैं, like we know read so much about kumkumadi oil, nilapramadi oil, and the hair oils that you're showing. So what is the method of making it? What
यस,
does it do?
एवरी ऑयल हैज अ डिफरेंट मेथड। कुछ ऑयल्स का ऐसे बताया है कि कहीं पे पेस्ट ऐड कीजिए और इतने दिनों बाद ऐड कीजिए, इतने घंटों बाद, इतने प्रहर बाद, प्रहर बताया है, प्रहर या याम बताया है। ये जो है ये उस टाइम के मेजरिंग एलिमेंट्स है। तो इतने प्रहर के बाद ये कल का आप उसमें ऐड कीजिए, ये डिकॉक्शन आप ऐड कीजिए, इतने प्रमाण में ऐड कीजिए। जैसे बहुत से लोग मैं देखती हूँ ऑनलाइन क्लासेस लेते हैं, कुमकुमादी तेल प्रिपरेशन 1 लीटर ऑफ कुमकुमादी प्रिपरेशन का वो बताते हैं, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है। बहुत ही ऑड क्वांटिटी बताई है, 300 एंड समथिंग ग्राम्स ऑफ कुमकुमादी ऑयल बनाने के लिए वहां पे क्वांटिटी मेजर की गई है ग्रंथों में। तो मैं ऐसे ये करूंगी कि आप जब भी यूज करते हो तो थोड़ा सा अच्छे सोर्स से लेके यूज कीजिए, क्योंकि उसका इफेक्ट भी फिर वैरी करता है। जैसे कुमकुमादी का ऐसे हो गया, फिर उसमें कुछ कुछ टाइम बाद गोट मिल्क ऐड करना पड़ता है, कुछ टाइम बाद उसमें केसर ऐड करना पड़ता है, केसर ऐड करने का भी एक टाइम होता है। तो वो सब देखना पड़ता है। जैसे द्विहरिद्रादी तेल हो गया तो उसमें हम डायरेक्टली पेस्ट लेते हैं, कुछ चीजों का काढ़ा लेते हैं, कुछ चीजों का पेस्ट लेते हैं, मिल्क लेते हैं और उसी में सिद्ध करते हैं। लेकिन कुछ ऑयल्स का कैसे है, पहले डिकॉक्शन बनाते हैं, फिर मिल्क डालते हैं, फिर काढ़ा डालते हैं। तो ये जो है ना, ये अपने मन से नहीं है, इसका एक वैल्यू है। वैसा करने के पीछे एक वैल्यू है। तो ऐसे पर्टिकुलरली हम बता नहीं सकते कि ऑयल्स ऐसे ही प्रिपेयर किए जाने चाहिए। जैसे ये अभी सिंपल नीशा ऑयल है, ये जो नीशा ऑयल है ये हम बहुत ही सिंपल तरीके से बनाते हैं। लेकिन इसका भी प्रोसेस कैसा है कि हम पेस्ट बनाते हैं, सिर्फ वाटर ऐड करते हैं, डिकॉक्शन ऐड नहीं करते, और फिर ऑयल को प्रोसेस करते हैं। तो ये भी बहुत से लोगों को पता नहीं रहता कि कैसे ऐड करना चाहिए, क्या करना चाहिए। तो
तो ये अभी जो आपने ऑयल दिखाया, व्हाट इज द बेनिफिट ऑफ दैट?
निशा ऑयल इज पर्टिकुलरली यूज इन समर। समर में सनटैन के लिए ये यूज होता है, सनटैन रिमूव करने के लिए। ये कोकोनट ऑयल में बनाते हैं हम, और क्योंकि कोकोनट ऑयल कोल्ड इन नेचर होता है और ये इसका ग्रंथ में रेफरेंस है, उसी हिसाब से हम बनाते हैं, उसी पर्टिकुलर प्रमाण में हम बनाते हैं। डेली यूज हेयर ऑयल भी जैसे मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल को पता रहता है 1:16 ऐसे प्रमाण लेके बनाना है, लेकिन डेली यूज हेयर ऑयल भी वैसे नहीं बनाया जाता है। डेली यूज हेयर ऑयल के लिए प्रमाण अलग है, उसका डिकॉक्शन पूरा नहीं बनाया जाता है, हाफ डिकॉक्शन में ही उसको ये करते हैं, क्योंकि हमारे डेली यूज के लिए हमको इतना पोटेंट नहीं चाहिए कि हमारा स्काल्प ओवरबर्डन हो जाए। उसको कुछ लाइट चाहिए जो कि लाइटली एब्जॉर्ब हो।
Okay. So, guys, this is like, gold of information. So, we are trying to break some myths that are on the general level. So, directly आप किचन में, herbs डाल के ऑयल में आप हेयर ऑयल बनाना चाहें, वो शायद वर्क ना करे एंड आपको साइड इफेक्ट भी दे। सो अगर आप ये वीडियो यूट्यूब पे देख रहे हैं, सो व्हेन आप आज जब आप नोट्स दिख रहे हैं इसके बारे में, आपको स्क्रीन पे सारी बेनिफिट्स दिखेंगी, बट मेक श्योर दैट आप इस चीज का जो साइड इफेक्ट बता रहे हैं डॉक्टर, आप उनको भी लिखे। सो नेक्स्ट आप रेफर कर रहे हो, आप कुछ घर पे भी यूज करना चाहते हो ऑयल्स को, तो आप उसके साइड इफेक्ट्स भी जानिए। सो गाइस, can we it was a lovely session. I think we have answered most of the queries today. Please share this to with everyone. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
One question is there for
Yeah.
the mustard oil.
Yes.
I think I must have to answer it.
Yes.
My PPT, in my PPT, I have added mustard oil actually earlier, but I have removed it because no one use it for the CP soap purpose. But for the massage purpose, at ancient time, many people use mustard oil for the massage. But again, it is aggravates pitta, so you must use mustard oil for the massage purpose. Don't have to process it because it has its own potency, much more hot potency in it. So you can use it directly for the person having any vata disease, or after delivery you can use it, but in summers not recommended. You can use it only in winters and in the season of rains, like that.
So any hot oil, try to use it in winters. Any cold oil, try to use it in summer so that it gives you that warmth. And please be careful when you're adding herbs. Don't overdo it. If you're taking something internally, please check with the doctor, because everybody has different kinds of doshas. So they will check your dosha and recommend what has to be taken for what amount of time. Okay, so yes, that was kalonji and onion seed oil. Are they same? This is a question. Yes, I think they are same.
Yes, they are same.
Kalonji and onion seed are same. See, there are so many various oils available. What I have learned from this session is that always, if you want to make a direct application, make a proper blend of hot and cold oils. Check the potency, and then try to use it. And please don't overdo anything, especially when you are working with herbs, because they are natural in nature. They will also have natural toxins that you need to be careful of. So check which oil suits you and then use it. Okay, so thank you very much, Dr. Rupali. Now I want to share a special link where you can reach to Dr. Rupali for more questions. If you're interested in the oils that she prepares, you can also ask her. You can try them out. I am sharing a link in the comment section. Okay, please check this. It is kias.co/Dr. Rupali. Okay, please click on the link below. That's the form you can fill to uh, get in touch with Dr. Rupali. If you're interested in the oils that she makes, I have personally used her Kumkumadi oil and Dhatri oil. There is a special hair dye, okay, that I wanted to share. Black henna based natural hair dye, which is amazing, and I think more than 200 people have used so far, whom I know personally, and they don't have allergies. It doesn't have any allergic reaction. It turns your grays into absolute black. So it's called the black henna. It is 100% naturally processed as per the Ayurveda text. And it's an amazing product. I've given it to my mother. I've given it to a couple of my own friends to use it. And the uh, your hair gets dark, covers all the grays, and also you don't need to apply it weekly or monthly. There's the time gap is there. 2 to 3 months you can apply the second batch, and it's very cost effective, very amazing. So you can reach out to Dr. Pali on this link here, Dr. and you can try some of her Ayurveda processed materials and items, especially some skin oil, hair oil, and the black henna. I would definitely recommend to everyone. Thank you so much, Dr. Rupali, for sharing this knowledge with everybody. And let's hope we'll do many more sessions in future, especially for oils, edible oils. Okay, this is one thing I wanted to cover because of all this corona stuff. I think we need to start eating healthy and get that radiant skin that you want, get clear skin and be happy. So thank you so much, Dr. Rupali. We will end this session. Wow, wasn't that full of information? I'm sure you found this useful. As I promised, you're going to get a special gift. So click on the description link below and you can get access to hibiscus hair oil making formula as per the Ayurveda method. This is a special gift from Dr. Rupali. And if you want to reach Dr. Rupali, click on the link below in the description section and fill out your details. She will get back to you.